the Bernard McGurk studios of 77 WABC and Curtis Lewa. This is the Rip and Read.
So it was about 6:30 last night, and this call to Intifada transpired on the corner of Kings Highway and Nostrand Avenue, in the heart of Flatbush, the predominantly Jewish Orthodox community outside of the Kingsway Jewish Center. I've spoken there many, many times. I remember campaigning there at the time when Rudy was running for mayor and I was assisting Rudy. It's a huge synagogue, always activities. And so this rabble that was declaring intifada against Jews claimed, hey, there are Zionists meeting in the synagogue. We're protesting. All right, it's your right to protest. Generally people would say, why do you protest by a synagogue or a mosque or a shul or a church? There's other places to protest, but they insisted it's our right to protest. So they were there, they lingered on there, and then about 9 o'clock, they began to filter down Kings Highway and Nostrand. They started milling around, filtering around. People thought they were possibly going to break up this demonstration. And then all of a sudden they headed straight down Nostrand Avenue to Avenue P, a place where Sid Rosenberg spent a lot of years in growing up. By the way, not far from where the number one, as he's deemed himself, Jew in America, the Schmartabutz Chuck E. Cheese Schumer grew up. His father was an exterminator, and this guy is now writing a book about anti-Semitism, right in his neighborhood. And they were trying to break windows and bust windows, and the cops were fending them off, and they attacked one of the Orthodox men. And then they rounded the corner to East 29th Street and Avenue P. Now it's a residential area. It's not a commercial area. And this is what they start chanting. Whose streets are streets? Whose streets are streets? I remember it was Al Slim Shady Sharpton when he was very rotund. Remember he had the velour jumpsuit with the Martin Luther King Jr. gold medallion, which he probably hawked at a hawk shop. And remember, he had the pompadour haircut, and he was like leading the crowd in the Crown Heights riots. I'll never forget with that chant. Whose streets are streets? Whose streets are streets? I remember it like it was yesterday, because we were there to save the Lubavitchers from Al Slim Shady Sharpton and his mob. 30 days and 30 nights as they marauded up and down the streets. Whose streets are streets? Residential areas. The Orthodox families were behind locked doors, many of the children shaking, couldn't believe that they were coming down the neighborhood streets, frightening the hell out of the residents there. And I said to myself as my phone blew up, I was on my way back from a civic group out in Throgs Neck in the Bronx. Oh, the cops will have this. And then I find out in the wee hours in the morning, they didn't have it. There's been no statement by the mayor, none by the governor, no statement of condemnation, none of the local officials, including Yeager, who was the elected official, a Jewish guy. Nothing from the community boards, nothing from the big mockers. They just want this to go away. Oh, and the guy who always comes up here to do interviews, the deputy chief of the NYPD Community Affairs Unit, Richie Taylor, he wears his yarmulke. I'm a proud Jew. Get out of here. Where were you, Richie? Oh, you all hiding? That kind of stuff going on in residential neighborhoods? By these people urging intifada? This is what it's come down to, ladies and gentlemen. It is now 12 noon. Not a word from any of the elected officials. Not a tweet. The easiest thing in the world to do now is just tweet a condemnation. Nothing from the governor, nothing from the mayor. Nothing from the police commissioner that nobody knows. Nothing from the deputy chief, New York Police Department Community Affairs, the Jewish guy, Richie Taylor. Nothing, Ugats, Bupkis. What have I always told you, the Jewish community? You got to defend your own. There you were, all vulnerable. This mob coming through your streets, talking about intifada, whose streets? Our streets. And you were left to your own means. I want answers, and I won't shut my mouth until we get them.
It's the Rip and Read. Talking about. Featuring Curtis Lewa.